Hello. This short video's purpose is to show you how you can improve your grade on Menti.io. So let's start with reminding you of the 5 components that you're being graded for. How many actions you performed on the platform, how many discussions you participated in, how many answers by others have you read, how many people did you collaborate with, interacted with basically, and how meaningful are your arguments for your peers in this particular team. I'll also remind you that each component usually is equally weighted. It's up to your professor, but still, most times it's equally weighted. And the one guideline that I am happy to start with is to say you can have an excellent score without ever posting an answer, only comments, because Menti.io is about in-depth conversation rather than a wide conversation. So how can you check or overview what your grade looks like in general, and how can you improve that grade? Let's take an example use case here. I'm a student and I'd like to improve my grade and know where I stand on the platform. At first glance in this main page, I can see that I have not taken part in this particular discussion because it's in bold. So I'll join this discussion and I'll start by reading the different answers. Then it's most advised that I would do something with these particular answers and interact with them. I'll go into a particular answer. I'll read this answer and vote on my level of agreement with it. I can read what others have written as well and vote my level of agreement with that, with their particular comments. I can also decide to reply, which is better in the sense that the platform values if I add meaningful comments. A good comment would be, I agree with you because this and that, and provide a good argument or provide data or some sort of evidence. And not so great argument would be, or not so great comment would be, yes, you're right. That doesn't help the conversation and it won't be evaluated as a very important comment. The more thoughtful you are, the more thorough you are, the better evaluation that you receive from the platform, especially on the peer review element of the grading. So I would write a comment and would have it be as meaningful as possible. Read what others are writing and comment to them. Then I can perform an additional act to see how I stand, where I stand, and how I can improve. I can check my analytics and review where I stand. So let's read this particular row, right, in this demo page. So if I had seen here that I've only been taking part in 80% of the discussions, then what it means clearly is that if I want to increase my grade or improve my grade, I should be taking part in additional discussions. What does taking part in discussions actually mean? It means visiting the discussion and performing at least one action in the discussions, preferably meaningful actions, because the platform also monitors that. But it starts with this. Secondly, which is another component of our grading, is how many users did I interact with? And let me show you some very cool aspect in these discussions. What we aim to encourage is for you to communicate and collaborate with as many colleagues as possible, as many students as possible, because we'd like to extend the horizon of the depth of the conversation. So not only you speaking with your best friend, but speaking to additional people in the class. And this is a cool way that the platform actually does that. It gives me prescriptive analytics to say, if you engage with Joanna, it would improve your collaboration score. So please pay attention to these elements as well. Going back to my analytics page, I can see how many answers by others have I read. This is an additional component of the grading. So if I'm less than the class average, I should be reading more answers. The more answers I read, the better my grade is. How many actions have I performed? What are actions? Actions are votes, writing comments, marking insightful, writing answers, all of these, asking for clarification. Every single thing that you can do on the platform is perceived as an action. So this is a very cool review of how you're doing. This page also shows you where you can be improving. For example, the collaboration aspect. If I'm in 100% agreement or collaboration with the same person over time, it definitely means I'm not interacting with enough people. Check out this cognitive map as well. It's a really nice overview of how clear you are, how collaborative you are, and these additional aspects. So use these elements that Ment.io provides for you in order to make sure that you optimize your use and your grade on Ment.io. Good luck.